This week I've been mostly driving Clodbuster. So on the bench today we've got a true legend, the Tamiya Clodbuster. This is the Super Clodbuster Black Edition. I bought it probably, I don't know, December I think it was. It's now middle of February, so it's not quite finished. I've got to do the body work. But as you saw in that video, the shocks aren't really that great. I think that's partly because they're just spring loaded ones, and partly because there's no weight on the bottom of the chassis, or at the top of the chassis should I say. It's all on the bottom, with the gearboxes being down the bottom. So today what I'm going to do is swap out those shocks. And what I've done is ordered these shocks from eBay. I don't think they're very expensive. Well, they're not very expensive. I think they were like £5 for a pair. So obviously I've got 4 pairs. And I'm going to fit those today. Now what I suspect will happen is that it won't really dampen this, so it will continue to be bouncy around. Because if you, I'll show you one of these ones that I've already got out. That takes quite a lot of effort to push down, and as we said, there's no weight on the top of this truck to push down. So I think what will happen, it will just still continue to bounce around, but the bouncing around isn't my main issue with this. It's the red. I can't stand the red colour. I don't know why. I think it's hideous. So even if it stays the same, or even if it gets slightly worse actually, at least it will look better. So it's mainly for aesthetics reasons that I'm changing these over, because I think the silver would look much nicer than the red that's on there. Obviously can't do anything about these bumpers at the moment, but I will get rid of those, because I'm planning to put on some servos on the gearbox there on both ends. So that was to solve the steering, but that's another video for another day. So I'll attempt to fit these shock absorbers. I do think that I might struggle to sort of fit them. So if you look here, you can see that. But I bought these little sleeves that should fit over there. We'll see how it goes, but I'll attempt to fit these best I can. I think they're actually for Traxxas, but well, I'll see how it goes. So, right, the first thing I'm going to do is take off these ball connectors. I've got this small pack of screws that came from Amazon, which is nice. and I'll use some of those screws to connect those. Although I'm waiting for some Loctite because mine seems to have run out. But yeah, I'll get on with that now. So now we put the M3 nut through that hole. There's a nut in the back of there, and just do it up. That should keep it in place. I think I'll have to, when the Loctite comes, I'll probably take them all off again and just put some Loctite on there. So that one. Probably doing something very sinful, using different coloured bolts and screws and things. But I'm not interested in that. I bought also these extra washers. Are slightly bigger than the ones that come with the kit. Now just to hold it in place so it doesn't slip off that way. But yeah, so you've got a little collar that slips inside the collar that I've bought, and then a little washer on the back. Then it goes through. I don't know whether these are going to hit each other. I'm putting them in the original place. Oh, they should be alright. She seems better, doesn't it? See what it's like with two on. Oh, that looks so much better than those red things. That's beautiful. Oh, I'm terrible at this game. Use all my bits areas. Well, only 3 more corners to go, and then we're done. do look way better than those red ones, even if they don't do anything mechanical. Aesthetically, they're much better. It goes with the bumpers, I think, doesn't it? The grille. So there we go, new shocks on the Super Clodbuster. Oh, that's stiff. That's really stiff. Not so bad on the back. The front ones. I don't know why it's making that noise. But let's do the drop test. Well, that was underwhelming, wasn't it? But it's what I thought would happen. It's just no weight on the chassis. It's all the gearbox at the bottom. But I'm still pleased with it. It looks way better now. And I've got a few other things I can do to it. I can change the oil, change the springs. I can even drill some holes in the piston so that the oil moves quicker. Add some weight to the chassis just under here. There is a servo in there, but I am going to, as I said earlier, put some servos on the gearboxes to help with the steering. But yeah, so that's my shock upgrade, and shocking, it wasn't very good, but I'm still happy. It looks 100% better. So we've got quite a few other bits to do, as I think we said earlier in the video. The paint work to do, put some servos on the gearbox, probably upgrade the motors as well and the battery. I don't think we'll go to a brushless system, but that's certainly some things we're going to do. And I also want to, I think UK Monsters do a kit which get rid of these things, and they just have some struts, so it's a bit more flexible. So I'll probably do those as well at some point when I can afford it. But yeah, so if you want to see more of the Clodbuster, like and subscribe, and I'll do some more videos. Let me know what you think in the comments.